Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking some time to click on this video. I have my Walgreens haul for you. I wanted to go yesterday, but I wasn't feeling the best, but I was able to get there today. I was really excited about some of the deals I wanted to pick up. And then I get in there and I just wing it sometimes too. So it was like 50-50. But I used a OTC, P&G Good Everyday OTC payment barcode for the $5 off today at Walgreens for the first time. So I thought maybe we could talk about how that went. So one of my viewers had asked me last week if I thought that the $5 OTC payment barcode would affect the spend 30 and get the $10 back in the P&G register reward promotion that was going on last week. So my first thought was, well, we can't get them at Walgreens, because I was so sure I had gone into the P&G website before and wanted to redeem for an OTC coupon, and Walgreens was not in the list. So before I responded to that comment last week, I went back into P&G. And it is there. It's Walgreens and Walgreens.com or online or something like that. And I was like, I don't remember seeing that there before. So I wanted to at least try to use one this week. Obviously that deal is over, but I just wanted to see how it went so we could talk about it. So I redeemed for one in store, waited for the email to come, went up to the register to use it in the deal I wanted to use it on. There's no barcode that's scannable on your phone. You actually have to print it out ahead of time and take it with you. I'm going to put it up on the screen here, but this is what it looks like. It says, click here for the printable barcode, and when you click there, it doesn't actually bring it up like it does at CVS. It brings up your printer like you're going to air print it somewhere. So I was like, okay. So me and the cashier at Walgreens, she's so nice, and I was like, can I print something here? Like, how would that work? And she's like, well, why don't you see if you can take a screenshot of it, and then we'll print it out as a photo, and I'll scan it off the photo, which I thought was above and beyond and very nice. And then they didn't even charge me for the photo, which I thought was super nice. So this screen comes up like it's going to print it on my air printer. So I kind of just touched where you could, see it real tiny in the bottom of my cell phone, and it does enlarge that. So then I was able to screenshot that and print it out, and she was able to scan it. So if you're going to use the OTC barcodes at Walgreens, make sure you redeem for them at home and print them out and take them with you, because they're going to want to keep it. It's something that they're supposed to keep. So it's way different than CVS. So anyway, so this is the transaction I was really hoping to use that on, and they really worked with me, and everything worked out really well. So these products are spend $50 and get $15 in Walgreens cash. And boy, do I wish they were part of the P&G rebate we have right now, but Crest is not. So we have a $10 digital that works on both of these products. And then there's a $7 digital that works on this one, and also a $5 digital that works on this one. So I unclipped the $5 so that all I had clipped was the 10 that works on either, or the 7 that works on this. And then I gave her this one first. And everything seemed to attach just fine, because the only option for this one would be that $10 coupon. So I gave this to her first so that the $10 would attach to that, and then had her scan this one, so in the hopes that the 7 would attach to that. And it did go well. So here is the breakdown. They are $25.99 and $24.99, which gets you to $50.98. I had the $7 digital and the $10 digital, which leaves your total at $33.98. The $5 OTC came off just fine after we went through all of that, and she printed it out for me and scanned it, making it $28.98. Then I got the $15 in Walgreens cash back for spending $50, and I also got $10.50 back in Walgreens cash for using a spend $45, get $10 booster from last week. So I got $25.50 back, where I spent out $28.98, making it only $3.48 for almost $51 in teeth whitening stuff, which I thought was fantastic. So I was prepared when I went today too. I had 3 of those $10 virtual visas from doing Haleon rebates for my family and other friends and family. So I converted those into 3 $10 Walgreens gift cards, and I used that to pay for this, because I only had I think I had 1 registered reward walking into the store today. So here is everything. So it's $25.99 and $24.99, because Walgreens does not follow the 98% rule. You do have to get the one that's $25.99. And then there's my point booster, the $10 digital, the $7 digital, $33.98. There's my tax, which we pretend tax doesn't exist. So there is my $5 OTC payment coming off. And then after that, she scanned my 3 gift cards, and then I got $25.50 back in Walgreens cash. So only $3.48 before tax for both of those. Super thrilled. Then I decided to do this. I did order 1 picture today, other than the one that they printed out for me very nicely. And I got one of the spend $15 and get $5 in bonus cash barcode, points boosters, paper point booster. So I did the Colgate deal and I did this deal. I love picking these up when we can. So we have a $4 digital coupon that does work on these, and they're part of the spend 12 and get a $6 register reward, and they're $12.99. So I knew the Colgate was basically almost free this week. It's like $1. So if I put these things together, then they would be free and a moneymaker. So the Colgate is $8 for 2. The 3 off 2 digital came off, making it $5, and you get the $4 register reward, making those $1. The Crest is $12.99. The $4 digital came off for that, making it $8.99, and you get a $6 register reward. And then I got $5.20 back in Walgreens cash for that booster. So it was $20.99. $13.99 after coupons, and then I got $15.20 back, making it $1.21 moneymaker. So altogether, so far for all of this, we're only at like $2.27 for all of this oral care, which I think is great. So here is my receipt: the Colgate, the Crest, my point booster. I had that $10 register reward from last week. I think it was from doing like the Always and stuff, so I rolled that in. It wasn't a P&G register reward. It was just the $10 one you get for purchasing 3. And there's both of my digital coupons. So that left me to only pay $3.99 out of pocket and get my $5.20 back. So I was really excited about the way things were going so far. And then this one didn't go quite right, and I'm not really sure what happened. I'm not too surprised that the digital didn't work out, because we have an 8 off 2 digital for the Dove, and we have a 4 off 2 digital for the Dove. The 4 off 2 didn't come off. I thought maybe if I bought all 4 the same, even though that's typically not an issue with Unilever products, that they would come off just fine, but the 4 off 2 didn't come off, and it did not print the $4 register reward. I'm assuming this is the one that did not print, because my $4 digital for these came off just fine, and I did get a $4 register reward for Unilever products, and I'm thinking it's probably for this. So I went back into I checked the aisles. This is definitely buy 2 and get a $4 register reward. This is definitely buy 4 and get a $4 register reward. So I'm not sure what happened there, but they just issued me $10 in points instead of the $8 the 4 that didn't come off, and the $4 register reward that I didn't get. They gave me $10 instead. So it was actually an extra $2. So the Dove is $6.29. For buy one, get one 50% off. So it's $9.43 for the 2. That $4 digital did come off, making it $5.43. And then I got the $4 register reward, I'm pretty sure, for that. The Dove deodorant, I have pictures of those coupons from another account, so I'm just going to pop them up on the screen so you can see what they look like. So I picked, the reason I even went $1 higher on this is because on Fetch, was only one, we have a rebate for buy 3 aerosol like Dove, and you get $2. It's only at CVS. I don't know what I was thinking. So I put one of these in here that's $1 more expensive, which I really did not need to do because I was thinking I was going to get that Fetch rebate. But if you want that, you actually have to shop at CVS. So this one is $8, and those are all $7. So it was $29, but it could have just been $28. I really didn't need to do that. The 8 and the 4 should come off, making it $17, and then you get a $4 register reward. So that is not a great deal. However, this is my husband's favorite deodorant, and I was putting this in with a spend 45 and get 10 booster. And when I can get my family something, that they really need, then I'm just going to do it. So that would be $13 or $12 if you went with all $7 deodorants. The Oral-B was $3.50 a piece. 3 will cost you $10.50. I had that $5 digital, which I guess they gave us again this week because I know for sure I used it last week. So it was $5.50, and I got $5 register reward back. So it was $48.93 for everything. It was $27.93 after coupons. I got back $23.48. $4 register reward, $4 register reward, $5 for Oral-B, and $10.48 in Walgreens cash. But she gave me that extra $2. She gave me $10 in Walgreens cash for the 4 that didn't print and the 4 that came off. So actually I got back $25.48, making it only $2.48, for all of this. So even if you don't, you shouldn't get that extra $2. It would have been $4.45. And if you get 3 of this size, it would still only be $3.45. Hope that makes sense. So here is my receipt. The Dove shampoo. There is the Crest and the Oral-B products. 3 of the Doves at $7, 1 of the Doves at $8, and then the full price. There's my point booster. I used a $6 register reward and a $4 register reward from this transaction. So nothing related to Dove. So no reason why that register reward shouldn't have printed. So there's the 8 off of 2 for the Dove, and the 5 off 3 for the Oral-B, and the 4 off of 2 for the Dove hair care. I know it's the 4 off of 2 for this that didn't come off because it's still showing in my app as being there. I just used money from my Ibotta account to pay, transferred it to my PayPal debit card, and got that $10.48 back in Walgreens cash. And I didn't use all of the register rewards in the next transaction. I still have this one here for the Oral-B because I couldn't use it in this transaction, or I wouldn't get the register reward for that because they no longer roll. All right, guys, this is Lily. She has been playing around my feet trying to get up here to, I guess, be with me and meet you all. I'm fostering a kitten right now, so this is little Miss Lily, and she just really wanted to be up here really badly, so we're just going to let her be up here with us. So this is the last transaction where I had another spend $45 and get $10 in Walgreens Cash Point Booster. So I went ahead and did the Colgate on this account, the Colgate Crest Oral-B deal. I did the Venus disposable razor deal and the Shea Moisture deal. So here is how everything worked out. I just put it on a piece of paper because I ran out of those other sheets. But the Crest is $3.50, $3.50, and $4 because they didn't have 3 more of any particular item that was $3.50. So as we know with those P&G coupons, you either have to get 3 of the same or you can get 3 completely different things. And that's how they work the best. So I got 1 toothbrush at $3.50, 1 toothpaste at $3.50, and this at $4. So this was $11. The 5 off 3 did come off, making it $6, and I got the $5 register reward, so it makes it $1 for the 3 of those. The Gillette and Venus are buy one get one half off, and then you get a $5 register reward when you spend $15. Sorry, I had to get Lily real quick. I think she was about to take a jump that's too big for her. So this Gillette here will be the half off priced one. It's $4.49, and then the men's is $11.49, making it $15.98. I had 2 $3 digital coupons, 1 for each razor, making it $9.98, and I did get my $5 register reward back. The Shea Moisture is spend $20 and get a $10 register reward. So I picked up these 2 products. Here they're on sale for $10 a piece. And we have a 5 off 2 digital. So 2 of them will cost you $20. Then the $5 digital came off, making it $15. And I did get my $10 register reward back. So it was $46.98 for everything, $30.98 after coupons. And then I got a $5 register reward, a $5 register reward, the $10 register reward, and $10.46 in Walgreens cash, making it just 52 cents for everything, which was phenomenal. And now I have my very first receipt to track towards that P&G rebate because Gillette and Venus are included. Okay, see, she's scaring me. She's scaring me because I think that's just too high up and she's too little and she needs to stay over here where it's safer. Thank you. Okay, so here's my receipt for everything. There's the Venus and all the Crest products and the Shea Moisture and the Gillette. And there was my point booster and a register reward I used from the previous transaction. I couldn't use the Crest one because then that doesn't roll. And then here is all my digital coupons, which came off just fine. And I did use more money from my PayPal Ibotta account to, pay for that. And then I got $10.45 back in Walgreens cash. So again, only 52 cents for all of these items. And then here's my register rewards. And I also got a lot of point boosters that printed out today that I'll keep for next week. A 5 when you spend 30, a 7 when you spend 30, and a 6 when you spend 30. I'm sorry, she's just too cute. I can't even. Stay away from the edge. Just get away, get away, get away, get away. I'm sorry, Lily distracted me, so I didn't get to say that if we add up all of the costs and then subtract out the one money maker, it's only $5.24 for all of these really wonderful products. So now I have $20 in register rewards. I was actually thinking about going back and doing this deal again on a different account with those same coupons, because if I used those $25 and another OTC coupon, I'd only have to pay $3.98 out of pocket, making it $3.48 again for another set of those. So I may just do that because that is a really good deal. So if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. And say goodbye, Miss Lily. She says, see you next time.